cash.
Finding a place and locking them in. WNBA is about to begin. Gotta trust the process if you wanna win, cause Just Cash is back. You better tell your friends when Angel Reese walks in a bar with Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark. These bookies don't know where to start. We be killing them all, tearing them apart. They can't mess with us, they can't mess with you. And I'm never gonna cuss cause I love you too. Hit thumbs up if you want good luck. Girls thinking that we fresh so they wanna We be winning the bets and they be rolling up. By far we the best, you ain't good enough. Ain't a damn thing funny, man, you know what's up. You wanna win some money, it's time to lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in.
Shelly comes in. That's a great foul. It's a hard
Lock in, bruh.
And here's we got another.
Lock in.
Yo, yo, what's good, fam? Welcome. We are back here to talk a little bit of WNBA action today. You already know what time it is. It's Just Cash, baby. Joined as always, Underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling. Yeah, yesterday I went with Jackie. But besides that, everything's great.
Yeah, I mean, still ended up being solid for us. You know, we had a ton of live bets that came through, found a couple errors, and Big Carter, easy first half cash. So, you know, all in all, still a great night for us. And the off day today, a little bit puzzling, you know, scheduling kind of weird this week, having 2 off days and only 1 game slate. But so we digress. We're back in action nonetheless. Tomorrow, we got 2 games. 3 games tomorrow. Yeah, 3 games and then 2 games on Friday, and then I believe 2 games on Saturday as well. So still a fair amount of action to be had. Got a little bit of news also as we were getting on stream here. We'll go through all of that, but before we hop into it, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button down below. As always, we appreciate the support for the channel here. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and be a part of the action behind the scene. Check out our Discord. We're still running 7-day free trials. We got week-long, month-long, and season passes. So let's get a little action here on the off day. I'm sure things are going to be somewhat slow. You know, nobody's really expecting to be looking out for plays necessarily, but we're going to get into some early action, a few early looks, and maybe beat some bumps and catch that early value. All right, so... And as always, if you guys have any comments, questions, throw them down below. We'll get to them. A little bit more of a slower day, you know, and plays and stuff. We're going to go over a couple that are, you know, at least on the radar. Might make the official list and see what you guys got as well. All right, so real fast in relevant news. Good to hear Big Feezy and Dorka both are resuming actual practice. So looking for both of those players to be back. Hopefully before the end of this month. You know, even in the next 2 weeks, that'd be awesome to see Fee back in action with her teammates. But late ad, Sonia Citron knee popping up. We got Georgia Amore knee as well. She did exit early in the last game. If you missed that. Anissa Morrow and Sanaya Rivers both off of the injury report, so they're going to be good to go for Connecticut. And then we will have the return of Odyssey Sims listed as probable. And then Alana Smith for Dallas as well. Haven't really seen much of her in action this season, to be honest, but she might be able to suit up for tomorrow. And yeah, so stuff like that, honestly, it happens more frequently anytime we have breaks in between games. You know, random players will pop up on an injury report, something late happens, what have you. But we will make moves accordingly, and, you know, hopefully some good value is going to open up for us in the positive way. Alrighty, so without further ado, I guess let's check in with the comments, see if we got anybody yet, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, dokie. We have Big Zoe in here. He says he's locked in. He's ready. He said, made a perfect leg yesterday until JJ ruined it, man. Yeah? That's how it goes.
That was a community hurt. She missed her taco, too.
Ooh, that's not good. If you put her in a parlay and then that was the one that hit you, that's always not fun. That sucks. He said, I got to lock in, fellas. I need y'all help. LOL. Oh, man.
We got you. We got you.
We will figure it out. Today there's no games, but we'll get ready for tomorrow. Douglas says, wow, Jackie Young went off, busted that PRA. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah. Then it was second half of or the second part of the third quarter. I mean, man, it's just like they completely abandoned the first half process, and I mean, we were looking beautiful at half, and then man, that third quarter was just unreal.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. WNBA, they have one player that can score, which is Jackie, and then of course they have Big CC went off for us. That was nice, but then it's like you could tell Jackie's going to go to the hole or just shoot every time, and they leave her open. She does her little. Yeah. She does her little. Her little. What's it called? I don't know. She's just not anybody you'd think that can't be stopped. They could not stop her, bro. They could not stop her, and all her shots were hitting in the second half. So it is what it is. It is what it is. She busted that PRA. That's for damn sure. She made me be like, well, you know, it's pretty funny too because all the other lines on the Vegas team all were high too, and they all stayed under by a long shot. So picked the wrong one there.
Yeah, and I mean, it was even more crazy that, you know, she just did absolutely nothing the whole time that Gray was out in the first half when she went to the locker room. And I don't know what it is. It's like coaches, especially lately in the second half, I mean, they're just throwing out the playbook, the whole plan they've drawn up that's worked in the first half. And there was, I would say, at least, I mean, a good 4 or 5 instances in a row where there was just easy transition defense. And I mean, there was like 3 players just standing around where, you know, Jackie was like, all right, you know, I guess I'll take a free layup here. Nobody's going to walk up on me.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's pretty weird, man. We had that happen with a few other players too. When their lines are a little high, take their under, and then for some reason, like Mabry, like, what? Why? How can you not stop this person? How is Mabry scoring 53? I mean, obviously she's a good shooter, but she's slow. Like, no one can guard her? Is this impossible? It's just weird. So
strange to say the least. Yeah. But you know, we live, we learn, and we still walk away even with Carter on the other side. So, but nonetheless, we got I think a couple great plays on the list already. We already snapped up some good value. Alyssa Thomas, I think, trending back towards, you know, her OG line being at 8.5 assists. I would not be surprised to see that closer to even money. They opened it fairly heavy for plus money for the over, and then the 7.5 line. When we got it the other day or yesterday, you know, value was great on it. But I still love this. I mean, she had so much more potential in the most recent game that they played. You know, had it not been a 20-point blowout, I think easy double-double performance out of AT again. And no reason not to go right back to it. You know, Seattle, for the most part, has been able to hold their own, but just the last game, they couldn't get any offense going. So poor performance all around in that regard. But, I mean, still, it was mostly close to at least going into half. And I think that Seattle can piece it together, turn some things around, and, you know, make it more of a competitive game, which is only going to leave AT out there even longer. Just the assist machine that keeps on giving, you know, for her, it's just obviously relies on the back of teammates actually converting their shots. But the potentials for her have just been so phenomenal this season. And honestly, I don't see any reason why not to continue. Last game, even with a bad performance, still had 14 potentials going up against Indiana, which, remind you, is the number 1 least assist per game matchup. So the elite matchup, I mean, she's still walking away with 8. And something with the teams just really turned on over the last month now. I know they are still playing mostly bad, large part of just defense, but the offense has been clicking a little bit more lately, and we can see that's really showing out for AT here. So if you do want to play the 8.5, I don't fault you. I think the 7.5 is still very reasonable. If you can get that, it's more substantial hit rating, a little bit more of a safer play, yes, albeit that, but I would not be surprised to see her getting a double-double here. I love this. I love the spot for us, and seeing the most recent game, her walking away with 9 and only 12 potentials too. So I think, again, there's a lot more of an upside that could have been had. She only played 28 minutes for that matter.
Yeah. What about, what's her name? Starts with a B. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's getting some crazy assists lately. And then McConney coming back too. But it doesn't really seem to matter too much. What's her name? Brochant? How do you say it?
Brochant.
Brochant? Yeah, what's going on with her?
Well, she's actually questionable. She apparently exited early this last game, and right, you would have never known from her stat line for a minute that she was in the game to begin with. But she did leave with the lower body, I think an ankle injury. So she might not even play. I mean, she was playing really good with most of the players in, but I don't know what happened this last game. I mean, they were just looking her off the entire time. She was nowhere to be found in the offense.
Yeah, super weird. 4 potentials, and then the game before she had 9 assists with AT in the game. So I don't understand that. And then 2 games before that, she had 10 assists and 15 potentials. But the game after that, she had 5 again. So it's like, what is going on here? And McConney was out in all of those games. And now McConney's back. So what the heck are they going to do?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Brochant in particular just kind of falls back into the mix of things. She'll get some secondary playmaking, but as long as they can run AT out there, they're going to do it. Plus, one thing I especially love after extended rest periods, AT is just, full go, 110% the whole time. She loves to make some noise when she comes back from rest. So this is perfect. And suspension game too, she's going to be pissed after that. She's already made remarks about it.
Don't get me started on that. Oh, man. That's been crazy. Did you see her new thing that she's been saying? How she's getting death threats and racist remarks going, and then
we don't have to get into all that, but it's there's a lot of outside chatter. So hopefully comes to work, show up, do her thing, and I have no doubts she's getting a solid 9 assists for us at least.
I mean, she's got there pretty much every time we've tried, so knock on wood, she continues to be the wagon, as the kids say, right? She can continue that. We'll be all right.
I think so, honestly. And also keep an eye out for her first half assist. I know this last game, they moved her back down to 3.5, so there is some chance she could be at that. I'd be shocked if it was the 4.5 line again. I don't know if I necessarily want to take the under. It would be tempting, but the 3.5 assists especially would be pretty appealing.
Yeah. 3 times says, what up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Good luck. Good luck.
What up?
Appreciate you, bro. Kev Thomas is here. He's going to take AT triple-double, he says. Maybe, he says maybe. And he says AT beat that ass. He wants to start this up again. You know how Kev is.
I mean, hey, AT's, man, she's honestly due for a triple-double game. It's been a minute. Does she even have one this season?
I don't think so. It wasn't like last year. I mean, she must have a few. 0?
No.
Oh,
no. Nothing.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, I guess she doesn't have anybody on the team this year to help her.
Yeah. Hey, I would love to see her get one, though. I'm just out of sheer
Who did they have last
curiosity.
year that I'm forgetting? Satu? Is that who it was? She was helping her out a lot last year. Must have been. Now they just have Copper, and it's like, that's not enough. It's not enough. Bonner's not going to help.
Not like you needed to.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right. Well, so that's what we have for AT. I mean, I will say some consideration in Copper. Her full game line is a little bit on up there now, but even some of the all lines still reasonable. I would say if you're going to play at 18.5, yes, 19.5, that'll likely be tomorrow. I'm probably good on that personally. Her RA has been kind of in flux still. I mean, personally, the assist, I don't trust that whatsoever. The rebounding, you could probably talk me on that. She played pretty well in the 2 matchups so far this season, but mostly just the scoring. I think keep it pretty straightforward. If you want to play the 15 plus, it's also right now reasonable odds on the books and pretty easy parlay piece to throw in with something else.
What was it, 3.5?
What
you were talking about?
Her rebounds.
You're not talking Ryan Howard, are you?
No. Just other things with Copper here.
Oh, Copper, my bad.
Yeah. Because she got some hella rebounds in the 2 games that they played. 7 and 6 is not bad. And they were also not really missing anybody. So that's something. Oh, seeing also Sammy being out. Sammy is due to come back sometime soon as well. I believe she started playing in practice or resume practice like a week ago or something. So she actually should be back sometime soon.
The tuna machine. She's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
all right, tuna.
They're no longer with Nojic, so somebody's got to step up and hit some threes for them.
Right. Jermaine's here. What's up, bro? He says, what's good, fellas? I missed yesterday, but I'm back today, ready to cash out and get some fireworks money. Oh, he wants that fireworks money. Okay.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No games tonight, unfortunately, but we are looking ahead till Thursday.
We have 3 tomorrow. We got soccer today. Hey, man, I actually like soccer lately. It's been fun. Can't even lie.
It's been enjoyable, no doubt.
I've never liked soccer in my life. Last couple of days been fun. Malonga over fantasy. ID gaff, says just jokes. Only if Mac is out, though, he says. What do you think about Malonga? We love Malonga. This matchup's a little scary. Does Mac out change things in your mind as well?
Yeah, Mac being out would be a huge help because she did struggle last time that they played, really bad scoring-wise. She only walked away with 10 points, and did she miss the first game? Yeah, she didn't play in the early game in the season. I believe she was out for that one. But did struggle scoring-wise. She had a lot of field goal attempts, 4 for 16, so the volume was very much so there. I do like these rematch games, though. However, there's typically some positive regression for whichever side played horribly. So, she would definitely be a player or likely candidate to see that kind of action. 16 field goal attempts, that's a lot for her. And even when she was going through that heater, this normally isn't a matchup you'd really want to pick on. AT did guard her for a vast majority of the game, and they had some good trade-offs. But, yeah, I don't mind Malonga, honestly. She's been a little block machine, too. So, just as long as she doesn't get into foul trouble or any, no funny business, I think she'd be all right.
What's her line that you like? I guess fantasy score he likes?
Yeah, he's looking at the fantasy, which, I do think there's a strong argument for plenty of block and steal upside against either if Mac plays or Alyssa Thomas. She just had such a bad last game, man. Such a bad game. Only 18 fantasy. That's crazy. 18 fantasy with 10 points, mind you. Hell, since we're already kind of talking about this anyways, Fam was another, or Fam, she was another interesting play. She's been skirting right around this fantasy marker in some pretty tough matchups. Hell, she just played Atlanta, New York, and Dallas, and Phoenix all in a row. Those are some really, really tough scoring down low matchups, but did play fairly well. She still walked away with 25 fantasy the first game. Scoring, though, the whole team just struggled. There wasn't any one person that really played spectacular besides Heidemann. Only 5 points, but still 25 fantasy. That looked promising. And you could see all the other scoring outings that she had behind that. So just imagine. We get a little middle ground there with the fantasy. Give me those blocks and steals.
Fam's a baller.
Yeah. She is. Honestly, love what I'm seeing out of Seattle right now. Whole team's playing real well. And even Heidemann. Hey, shout out to the stud bud. She's playing out of her mind right now.
Yeah. Career year for old Heidi. Flage ballin', Fam ballin', Malonga back. Man, I hope they whoop Phoenix ass.
Oh, it'd be nice. That'd be nice. Get a little road upset.
They should. They're not favored either. I hate money lines, but goodness me, I'm not betting it. But I want to see it. 3-time set Alicia Gray under PRA and Shakira Austin under PA. Those are two that I liked, and it's interesting. Their lines are just a little lower than I would want personally, but I do like them. What do you think?
Yeah, so I think we can just kind of briefly touch on Austin because we did have interest in her unders. Two different things to kind of dissect from last game, though. One of them really standing out being her 17 potential assists. That was a very, very big head scratcher. Like, where is this coming from? Maybe from Amore, being absent, but she still played a fair amount of minutes to be fair. But I wish that we could see how much of this was from the overtimes, because this could easily be something that was like 10 or 11 before we went into 4 overtimes.
I'll tell you right now because I remember she wasn't even in the game at the end, and then they went to OT, and then she played all the OTs. So you can take 20 minutes off of those minutes, at least, or not at least, but 20 minutes, I think. So let's see if we look at this. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I guess we can't tell the potentials, but let's see, 0. So she had what is that? 0 in the first, 0 in the second. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. 0 in the first, 1 in the second, 0 in the third. What? That can't be right. Did she have, how many assists did she have total?
She had, 6. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that crazy. That's pretty weird though. She had no assists in the first half. How is that even possible? This thing isn't even right. That's why. This can't be right. Oh yeah, well, it is. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at it wrong. She had 3 assists in the 4th overtime alone. So that's pretty crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She had 4 assists in the 4 overtime. So really, she would have ended the game. And she played every minute of the 4 overtime. So she would have ended the game with 27 minutes and 2 assists.
Okay. So a bit fortunate there to kind of rack them up. I mean, yes, I think still, nonetheless, seeing this kind of volume with Amore being out is a little, some uncertain waters there, to say the least. But also now the bigger part of Sony Citron popping up with that knee injury. If she sits, I would be really worried about taking unders on Austin. So I love it if Citron plays. Yeah, I mean, you and I were both looking at possible unders for her PA. Even, I think the PRA also just as fine. Rebounding could be somewhat sketchy, but
yeah. Check out that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but check out the PRA. There's a 24.5, which is way too high in comparison to the P and the A. Oh, it's gone. It was 24.5 earlier. Shit. It was on DraftKings and Onyx. It bumped down since. Maybe it was the Citron news. Actually, no, that would have probably made it go up. Oh no.
Yeah, well, her lines will definitely go up.
Well, it was 24.5, which was basically adding 9 for the rebound. So that did feel good. But I guess now it's PA again. Or nothing.
Yeah, her rebounding is or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The rebound's a little bit more the uncertain part. I mean, that is one thing that she is doing really well right now. I do like attacking the scoring downside. Nothing seems to be really different from, honestly, what we're getting out of her for the rest of the season now that everyone's healthy again. But some concern about the PA, though. She's been playmaking too. That's kind of hard to ignore. She's been good for 3 assists in the majority of the games. So, honestly, maybe just the points. This is something we could easily just sit on. I don't think they're going to move the 12.5 down. That's what she was, I believe, the last game as well. That one should hang around for a little bit, and then if we get news on Citron, you can either play it for the value or just fade it.
Yeah, that makes sense. The points now I guess make the most sense. If her PRA goes up to 24.5, that might be decent though. If Citron is
you can
in.
talk me into that one.
Do you think if
for
Citron
sure.
is out, that scares you off of it 100%?
Just a little bit, because the two of them, I mean, really have a solid trade-off as far as where they're running the plays and play styles through the offense. You know, they're not really running nearly as much pick and roll action for Shakira right now because, you know, they can't trust her for one, stop turning the ball over. That's something she's had a tremendous amount of over the last month. But her inefficiency, you know, Angel Reese style, if you will, just to hit a basic layup it's been abysmal.
Yeah.
And I mean, coaches
bad.
just kind of had their fill of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, in truth, the biggest thing has just been her lack of, you know, being her normal self. She's just not scoring. That's what they really needed her on the team for. And if you're not scoring, you're losing out on minutes, which we've seen lately as well. And, you know, X, Y, and Z happens along the way. So,
Bro,
we do need some news though.
remember
Yeah.
when Sonia and Kiki were out and we had Austin by herself? Was that right? Or was it just Kiki out?
Yeah.
It was just Kiki.
It was Kiki.
Kiki
And somebody else. I think somebody else was out too.
No, it was Kiki, and then we were like, oh, and then the books moved Austin's lines way up, and we went under, and it was a smash. And then later they both went out, and Sonia was the only one left, and they put her way up, and we went under, and she said, "Fuck you." But what I'm looking at here is 9 straight games, bro. She's only gone over 12.5 one time. That's crazy. And Atlanta's no pushover, Citron or not. I mean, only because I'll say, just to back this up, when Kiki was out, she scored 12. Who is that? Indiana? 12 against Indiana? Is that who that was? I can't tell on here. No.
It was no, it was Toronto.
Toronto. 12 against Toronto. Disgusting. So, man, I don't know. 12.5 feels a little high for her, to be honest.
It is. It's a prop though that I would say again you can just kind of chill on because news is going to dictate one way or the other. If Citron's out, that is assuredly going to bump up to at least 13.5. You know, PRA should bump up.
I hope it does.
She's already got a little bit of juice on the over to begin with, so I mean this will 100% bump. And then if Citron's ruled in, then you know this will probably level out a little bit. Even if it goes up to 13.5 and we get news that Citron is in, it'll probably go back to 12.5.
Yeah, I won't be mad. 22, 26, 23 minutes in her last 3 before that overtime game. They don't like her, bro. She hasn't even been closing. Anyways, we'll talk about that again tomorrow. That'll be a fun one.
I mean, we can put it on the list right now, you know, and just say if Citron's out, because I mean I would say the biggest thing that we're just kind of waiting on. And
Well,
I mean, if it bumps, then you know even better. You can just kind of play that in the dark.
yeah, but I would say just because we don't want to play it now, we want to wait because it could get better. So I would say just wait. Citron's out, 13.5 would be even nicer. And if Citron's in, maybe we go under the 12.5, sleep on it.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Cool.
I'm not mad.
All right. And then Alicia Gray, PRA. Interesting spot. I like it, but it's low, right? 22.5. It was just 24.5. So it makes it scary.
Yeah, and it's even weirder that it has juice on the under already. You know, that is an unbelievably low line. If this was her from last year, we would have been playing this all day long, no problem. Yeah. I mean, we were salivating at 24.5. You know, that was a great line, but
yeah.
This is some dangerous territory. I mean, again, they're just continuing to reduce everything mostly from the RA side of things. I mean, this is something all season long, really struggling with. And I know we were kind of laughing last game about her being at 5.5 RA and taking the under, and you know,
yeah.
Sure enough,
yeah. She hasn't done anything. It's really weird.
Yeah. So most of the sweat, 99% of whatever you're going to be sweating, if it's not the RA itself, it is going to be from the scoring. 16.5 points is also pretty low. I mean, she was just 18.5 points last game, 19.5 and 17.5 a couple games back. So they are all over the place with her lines. And you can see also some books even have her at 17.5. The matchup isn't anything I would say too scary. I mean, for one, Washington has been substantially worse as far as guarding the paint over the last month now. This was something I kind of wanted to bring up too, because Washington was our anchor for most of the season, and I mean, they're just getting thrashed inside the paint. So we moved from what was a bottom 3 best defensive rating in points in the paint allowed, and then now over the last month they've trended from was 5th best to now, I mean, we're almost in the positive territory. You know, this is not good. So those woes continue, and it really is apparently stemming from the paint. And I mean, Shakira for one, you know, Kiki's playing really good ball, so I don't want to, you know, have any kind of knocks towards her, but Shakira, I'm looking at you. You're really holding this team down right now, and I mean, it's shown on many different levels.
Is it Betts time?
Yeah, bro. I can't believe, honestly, that Betts didn't see any kind of action in any of those overtimes. Like, bro, any of that, even after Kiki fouled out too, like downright disrespectful that they didn't have her in there.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's actually super weird because she was finishing games the last couple games before that.
She was. Hey, she was our beginning of the season hero. I mean, we played her overs a couple times.
Did she do something wrong in that game? We had her 2.5 rebounds too, huh? And she still couldn't play in the 4 overtimes. Foul, huh?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Oh,
yeah.
That's nasty.
She played like 12 and some change, not even 13 minutes, and all we needed was one.
That's crazy. I didn't realize her minutes were so low like that. Okay. Wow. All right. We'll see. Yeah.
So talking about the gray under though is it's interesting just mostly because of how bad she's been playing. Again, no RA, and this is not an ideal matchup for the rebounding, which is something we'll segue after this, talk about Ryan Howard real fast. Washington is not giving up rebounds to guards whatsoever. I mean, at best, the small forward position gets a little bit of action, but in regulation, most of these guards staying well under their 4 line. So they do have Gray really, really low. I think her rebounds are 2.5 now. It's something absurd. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2.5. That's unbelievably low. I mean, this is a player last season. I know we're talking about last season a lot. But yeah, 4.5. 4.5 was a normal line. This was, I would bet the house on every single time it was
2.5.
available. So
it's got to be the angel factor, bro. It has to be.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of Nas Reed as well, I guess, but still, you know, even last game, maybe that's why Gray had a few more rebounds, but it's tough. So if you do want to play it, I get it. It is a lower sweat. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see her odds flip and this trend back up towards, you know, the 23.5 range. I'd be astounded if people are just hammering this under.
It's just, when you look at the last 5, man, that's what most people do, right? Look at the last 5. Yeah. She's not there.
Hey, she destroyed Washington last season, so just, you know, kind of know that if that 3-point is falling, she has it in her to do some damage.
Last season.
Yeah, again, last season though.
Yeah. Damn, she's been bad. It's weird. I don't know if is it really she's been bad, or is it just they're just not going to her as much and giving her as much free reign to say go for it?
No, I mean the volume has still been very high.
She's just missing shots, huh?
Yeah, she's just not playing that well. Also, not seeing nearly as much action in a couple of these games from the free throw line. Kind of hurts, but yeah, just shooting bad. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Volume is there.
Okay. Yeah, damn, I wish the line was higher. I'd love to go under, but it's a little scary at that line. Jermaine says, what's up?
Let's talk about Howard real fast while we
before
we get away from this game.
Tricky one.
So again, circling back to Howard, this was an easy pickings last time they played, ended with 0 rebounds. The matchup always has been this. It's all season long. Last game did scare me a little bit. I know Barker did get us in overtime, but Washington, for whatever reason, was just taking an unreal amount of three-point attempts. That was very unusual for them. At one point, they had over 50% of their field goal attempts worth from three. That's not their game. They are not like that whatsoever. And I think, thankfully, hopefully with either Amor or Citron being out, that should kind of keep that in check. I don't want to see all them threes that we had last game, though. So I'm hoping Coach goes back, reworks a couple things, because that was not it. But with that being said, typically, normal game for Washington, they do not shoot that many threes, so it's going to cut down on any kind of long rebound production. Also, for what it's worth, Barker's 4 out of the 5 rebounds were all from missed threes, so it wasn't from any kind of normal, natural plays. They got to get back to business, though. I mean, already we know that Atlanta elite versus three-point shooting. They smother the guards. They're going to try and drive everything inside the lane. So normal game plan should say, let's go to action inside the paint for either Kiki, Shakira, whoever, and not see those rebounds again. Struggled with them against last season. Rebounding, only had the one game she snapped off. Other games looked really close to what we should be expecting. And I think stick to the mantra. Any of these guards at 4.5 versus Washington, we got to do it. Howard is a little bit scarier as a small forward, but love what I've seen out of Canada recently. She's killing the glass. And if Reese stays out of foul trouble, plus hopefully getting Hillman back, should just, level things out for us here. So got to do it.
I'm with it. I got a little two-picker. We can play with it, MPB play, even though they've been pooped to us lately. But I put it in our chat so we could roll with that later at least. And so we can get Ryan, because I think she's 4 flat on Prizepicks.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
We'll do, got a little 4.5 special. Jermaine says, any soccer props for tonight? Does DZ have some? I know he does.
I'm sure he does. I know that Prizepicks also gave us a free square for passes. Yeah, he posted something, looks like about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
But yeah, we always get stuff in there. On stream action, we're always just about basketball, though.
Yeah, in the Discord, man. Jump in the Discord World Cup time. I mean, it's a good time to have your free 7 days. Just come in and check it out, because DC's been dropping fire. And I've been actually half liking soccer. It's pretty fun. I can't wait to watch some more. Actually, tell you the truth, USA plays today in a couple hours. That'll be fun too. Since we don't have WNBA today, we'll just make it that way. It'll work. Dex Sports is here. What's up, bro? He says, yo, my guys, I got that gas money and didn't have to walk to work after Kiki and Sonia went over in 4 overtimes. You were like, yes, overtime 1, let's go. Overtime 2, let's go. I don't have to walk. That's what's up. Angel Reese over 10.5 boards, he says. And since we're going to talk Angel, Big Kev, of course, has his Angel double-double redemption today, he says, for hooking us last time. She did hook us. That jerk. I'm in on her double-double already. What do you think?
No, I mean, I think, honestly, the double-double still makes a lot of sense for the kind of payout they are giving us. Minus 250 is not the worst, and it was a 0.8.
Was it?
Let's see.
That's actually, if it's 0.8 something and it's minus 250, that's pretty good. Oh, 0.7.
Oh, sorry. 0.7 to you. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's a little funky.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not the best over here on DK. Just out of curiosity, what was on the Prizepicks 2.4? Okay, that's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's still doable. But I do like her, honestly. I mean, last game was pretty disappointing. Her missing or hooking us at the end there. Perfect bounce back spot. I mean, only real drawback we have is, Washington does play somewhat of a slower pace, so there is that. But I do like the potential. Offensive rebounding alike especially should be there. we will see a fair amount of action in the paint, specifically from, either Kiki, Citron, Austin, whoever. With Citron being out, probably makes this prop, or possibility of Citron being out, I should say, would make this prop even more enticing. We should see a lot more stuff going, between the two bigs. The only thing for her is, just the foul trouble. If we get in the early dumb first half stuff, then, it becomes more of a sweat than it needs to be. But outside of that, I think a rebounding here, totally fine. Due for a positive game. And, honestly, for her, getting 10 should be kind of the standard. She is in a bit of a slump right now, so that is a bit unfortunate to see.
I was going to say, man, with these, remember we went through all the plays the other day, Sunday. We looked at double-doubles. She was 2-1 for us, but then I think she missed another, and then she was 2-2, I want to say, and Shepard was 1-1, so we're either 3-2 or 3-3 on double-doubles so far. It's like they sometimes feel better than they might be, so I'm thinking if we really want to play double-doubles, the smart thing to do might be at least compare all these odds and try to find, look ahead and be like, all right, we got Angel Reese, we like the spot, but where can we find the best odds? Because it feels like we really got to have good odds here to make it, beneficial for us.
Yeah. And funny you bring that up, too, because I know he had a comment about the 9.5 rebounds. So if we're talking price shopping here, it would make, I think, would make a lot more sense for us to take the double-double at least over said rebounds because, for this, I mean, minus 400, even minus 500 on a couple sites, that's pretty egregious for just trying to add that into, ideally keep it to 2 picks at most if we have to. But at least with the double-double, so let's just kind of shop around for that. Mostly, DraftKings, way better odds here, minus 197. That's actually really good. Right. So even that, by comparison, that's a dramatic difference from everyone else's.
That's what I'm saying. Find stuff like that feels good in comparison to what we got going on, because we don't want to just drop a 0.7 just because it's playable. Unless we have a boost or something like that. Just because of what we've seen, in the past. Sometimes she'll not score and get in foul trouble and fuck it all up. And the other one was Shepard, though, right? That you liked? Those are usually the two that we even talk about.
Yeah. And I mean, if you want to go ahead and add Reese, even, I know you'd posted that with some live stuff, but both of these players, Shepard especially, I mean, honestly, Shepard's just playing on a whole other level right now. Scoring a lot more recently. I know the last game, a bit of a blemish there, but not that surprising against Minnesota. They have been elite inside the paint. But yeah, for her, I mean, these rebounds, really solid numbers. And
this one is minus 160 for her double-double. If you like the spot, which I assume you do at Connecticut, right? Or are we worried about, well, no, they should play the whole game. Connecticut sucks, but
yeah,
they should, I was worried about blowout, but I don't know. But minus 160 on DraftKings, pretty nice.
No, oh yeah, I mean, the odds are definitely enticing to say the least, and a couple stinker games sandwiched in between. The Seattle game was really unfortunate. She ended with 9 rebounds, but even still, Chicago 8 rebounds. The potential, I still think, is very much so there for her. I mean, hell, last game she had 16 rebounds. She just couldn't get one other point, or 2 points. Yeah, 2 points to get the double-double. So, I mean, that was another should-have-been game, but the matchup did not warrant the scoring upside. But this one, I mean, pretty straightforward. Scoring should not be that bad to come by. At least for her, she gets to the free throw line a fair amount to begin with. So plenty of free throw potentials here. Connecticut loves to foul. And then the rebounding upside, I think, easily should be there for her. I mean, we've seen plenty of more recent bigs, have their way with them. Reese also being one for that matter.
So what's her double-double on Underdog, or do they not have it yet? Probably don't have it, huh? They're always slacking.
I believe they did.
They have her up?
Let's see.
No. Oh, yeah, 0.79.
I think this was 0.81 or 0.82 yesterday, but still, not bad. Not bad.
Well, I mean, you see it 0.79 and you think it's like Man, that's probably like minus at least 300. So it's like, bro, you could play that at minus 160 on DraftKings. It's so crazy. That's what I'm thinking, man. These double doubles might be a little. We got to look closer, but I just have a feeling that they're trying to jack us on these fantasy sites. Because if we want to play the double double, I think we can just play the minus 160 straight up, or put something super small with it and get a good number there. Even on like couchy type stuff and prediction market stuff, minus 150 for a double double feels so much better than having to pair it with something else and still get not that much more. You know what I mean? Just value wise, trying to figure that part of it out. Because double doubles seem good, but they haven't been 100% as good as we feel like they have been. So just trying to figure out a way with that.
See, she's
see what I'm saying?
1.51.
Yeah, that's minus 200. That's a little bit better, but
Better than Underdog.
better than Underdog.
Well, if you have Onyx or DraftKings or any, and maybe even some of the offshore sites as well. Yeah, this one I think probably just leave it as a straight bet. That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
If you need a force, I mean, put in something crazy like Coffer to get 10 points.
Yeah. And hope.
Do you want to put her up there?
Sure,
how you feeling
sure.
about that one?
I think Shepherd is I think she should get 10 points easily against Connecticut, and she's been getting 10 rebounds. So, I mean, looks good to me.
Okay, sweet. And then as far as Reese, I love the spot for her. I think she can do it. Just don't know if maybe now the payout is even worth playing.
What was the payout in the best spot? 250? Or was it minus 200?
Let's see. I think 190 something on DraftKings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 197.
I don't know. It's just basically about, do you think it has better than a 68% chance to hit, I guess. It's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah, one game difference. I mean, she's at 63% this season, so that one game could be the 68.
Yeah, I mean that's probably why they have the line what they have, and the there might not be value there, to be honest. But hey, It is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't. So you would probably agree it's not a bad play. It just maybe the payout isn't what it could be.
Yeah, I think if you play it at the minus 197, it's better than at least playing at the 0.71. That's all I'm saying.
Fair. Okay. All right. Well, let's get big Shepherd up here.
Big Jess. All right. While you're putting that up there, let's see. So we talked Angel rebounds. D Johnson says, "Let's get paid, guys." What's up, bro?
I like the idea.
Justin Mills.
I like that idea.
Yes, sir. Justin Mills says Heidemann over PRA. I know you liked Heidemann a little bit. Man, I like Seattle. I feel like when's the Seattle hot streak going to come to an end? It's hard to feel like they're going to be consistent just because they're so young. But Heidemann, she's not. I was just thinking Flage and Pham. They're it's a little hard to count on. But Heidi,
it is. Yeah, I mean, hey, Heidi's been playing out of her mind lately, and I don't think anybody would debate that right now. Let's talk about her because I think we had a couple questions in a row about that. Her and Heidemann something threes, Fudd and Heidemann threes. Is that a combo prop? Actually,
what's that?
Heidemann and see something Fudd and Heidemann over 2.5. I don't know if that was a prop.
Starfall says
that was crazy good.
This is interesting because let me throw this out there. He says he has an app that shows the odds on Underdog, which is cool. I'm not sure if it shows it if it was a 2-pick because it's different on a 2-pick obviously than it is on a 3-pick or that it is on a 5-pick. So it's kind of weird to understand where they're putting that at, but he says the app says that Shepherd's minus 213 and Reese is minus 295. So if that's right, 0.71 on Underdog is minus basically around minus 300. And we can get it for minus 200. Wow. And then Shepard's minus 213. We can get it for minus 160. So that's a big difference. Anyways, so we were kind of right on all that.
Okay, good. Yeah. But then obviously Shepard at least is the better play on the surface. All right. So Big Heidi Ho. She has been balling, very efficient, bring the 3-point shot. And I think for something, despite whoever cast and crew around her, still going to be one of the front runners for taking those threes. Now, beyond that, a bit of a question mark. We've seen Vom, nice little 3-point stroke she has. She's been supporting the team a lot. Jade, I think come and go as you please. Also, we're waiting on Horston news to find out if she's going to be back or not. But at least with Jade starting, that's taken some of the playmaking duties off of Heidemann and more so just being able to let her finesse her shot. So this pretty big dip right here is Jade in the starting position. So I do heed some caution. Still, her being at 4.5 assists is a bit high. I like her, though. This is a perfect 3-point spot. Phoenix, again, basically all season just continues to bleed threes. They've been a little bit better as of recent. They've, pushed themselves out of the top 3 and into like the bottom 6 range or top 6 range. So it's still there. She did really well against the last time they played. The 3-point prop for her, I find very interesting. She snapped off in both games against them. Granted, first game was without Malanga and a couple key players, yes, but nonetheless, that 3-point looks are still there for her. So major upside in that. The rebounding, I don't know if I'm sold on. We've seen a lot of back and forth for her. Even though it is at 2.5, still, she might end the game with 2. She could end the game with 0, or you might get 4. That's a pretty broad range of outcomes. But the assist, I still like. I would say she can be good for 5. I like 3.5 a little bit better. But the 3-point shooting going to carry a lot of weight here. So any of the PA looks, I think, totally fine. Also, the threes, I'm kind of surprised. She is at 1.5. That seems extremely generous, not only given the matchup, but what we've seen her do so far this season. That one, for me, it really, really stood out as a strong play.
Okay, Big Heidi. And then he also says Fudd and Heidi over 2.5 threes. What do you think about Big Fudd? Elmer.
Big Elmer. Hey, she's been having herself a season. The 3-point shooting for her has been, kind of back and forth. I know she's good for at least 2 threes for most of the games. I got to say, though, I'm a big fan of her mix-up as far as, trying to get to the free throw line and mix that shot up some. She's got some flashes of, what we see out of Paige to begin with. So for her, continue developing that. I don't think she needs to rely on the 3-point, mostly is what I'm trying to say here. It's been nice. It's been something that's come with some upside, but give me that volume. For her, I think just being able to get a lot of shot creation is going to be something that's going to be big for her development, but needing to just be a spot-up 3-point shooter, this team's already got enough of those. What's Enrique doing for one? She's not taking any threes anymore, so I guess Fudd's going to soak up a little bit of that usage, but Enrique is going to come and go. She'll have her little 3-point prop-off games, and then in those instances, usually they're not going to be feeding Fudd out there on the arc. So I do like it. I think for her, minutes also being something very positive. She's been playing some hella minutes lately. Yeah. So there is something with that. Even the PRA, don't sleep on her RA. That's something that has spiked off a lot of these games more recently with the minutes being up. And even the fantasy, she's a stock getter. Doesn't really turn the ball over too much, I think, to be that much of a concern. Connecticut does force a lot of turnovers, so I will say that caveat, just be warned. They do force a ton of turnovers, but still 26 minutes for a player who's playing, on average, well over 30 minutes over the last month now. That seems pretty good. That's a good going rate.
She was the number 1 pick, huh?
Oh, yeah. There was that as well, I guess. Yeah, kind of was the number 1 prospect.
Yeah. And then Miles was what? Miles went 2. Fahm went 3. Betts went 4. I'm looking at it right now. I think, unless this stupid AI is wrong, which happens sometimes. But Miles 2, Fahm 3, Betts 4, Jaquez 5. Interesting.
Yeah, with last little part on FUD though, just again shop around for odds because this is all over the place. You can get her for really good or really reasonable, somewhere in the minus 145 to 150 range, and then you got underdog way out here in left field at minus 200.
Down there with the fantasy scams. All righty.
I don't know what's up with the underdog. We had such high hopes for them, and they were doing great things for us to start the season. And I would say, probably my least favorite site right now. I'm finding myself going to them dead last on anything because they are not having any kind of value.
Man, you know what it might be? We said it before, but it's probably the fact that they give better payouts now with the 3.5, so then they have to change the other part and not give you the value at the same time. So they're catching the people that don't care about value with the 3.5 thing.
100%. Yeah. I mean, totally right about that because that was something we had. I would say about 2 weeks of free reign where everything was chill. They had all the alts and the payout boost was nice. And then now, I mean, they're not giving us any kind of good player alts. Yeah,
man. They're putting time into it now. They're saying NBA's over and they're really looking into WNBA and tricking us or trying to. But yeah, we will not have it. We will figure it out. So yeah, we'll stay away from them unless the value is correct. Like we just did with the Angel double and the Shepherd. We'll only play them if they have certain plays that are just there and nowhere else. Just like we do with Prizepicks. Just got to treat them the same. They are not giving away free money like they used to.
No, I wish.
All right. Well, with that being said, Andre says Flage Fantasy. She has been on fire. But what's her best line? I got her points earlier when it was 11.5. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now it's gone up to 12.5. So it's kind of, playing bumps isn't fun. What else can we play if we liked Flage? Is her fantasy the one? He says 26.5.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the fantasy's not bad. There's a little bit of concern here for turnovers and what have you. Probably going to see a fair amount of Copper again. I mean, that was where a lot of her struggles came from last time they played. She just really didn't shoot that well. The supporting metrics were decent, but barely walking away with 13 points is kind of telling. First game played really bad against them. The RA for her has been really solid over the last month now, with all the players being back and this new look from the starting five that we've had. She's been very consistent, I would say mostly just on the glass, but we've seen a really, really random, I don't know what other way to describe it, but random just spike assist game. So there is something in her being a playmaker and at least running some fair amount of offense through her. This doesn't just pop out of nowhere, especially this one here. That was really interesting because with Jade in the starting lineup, she also had a crazy performance. So,
what were her potential?
PRA.
Actually, I can look real quick. I bet it was funny like 10 or something. I'm gonna guess.
Let's see, 12. So fair amount.
Crazy.
But yeah. And then came back down to earth. So there is something with her assist. I think the rebounding has been fairly consistent enough to put some stock in. 4.5. We played this line several times this season for that matter, which also, sidebar, not too mad at 4.5 line. I could work with that. But yeah, the fantasy, if you want to take it, makes more sense because she should get some amount of potential steals and or blocks against Copper on the other side. Plenty of potentials there. Just got to keep the hands to yourself for the most part. But honestly, I like Flage. If we're expecting Malonga to possibly see another big resistance game scoring wise, somebody else is going to have to help out Heidemann. It can't just be Heidemann. Fam and or Flage looking at you.
Man, Flage is really, really been good. Really been good. Next level good. Are we catching this? Are we catching this on a good spot where the bookies haven't rose her lines enough where we're getting value still? I feel like we might be.
I think so. She's had just enough underwhelming games in the mix. If we were talking like five good games in a row, then obviously her lines would be more inflated. But I think these little landmines in the mix are keeping her lines at bay right now.
Man, is fantasy the one if we wanted to do it? I mean, do you like her enough? I kind of grown excited about her game, bro. She's good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, really the only drawback with the fantasies, though, is just the turnovers. I mean, she does come with turnovers. Like, you got to accept that. Probably getting 2 turnovers, if not more. Now, from that, where do we offset from blocks and steals? Because those are usually fairly easy to come by. I mean, she's averaging about 1 per game. So the thing with the fantasy is we just don't know how much upside there could be with the assist. I mean, that one being a major factor. That 1.5 pay or 1.5 per is a huge deal. So I mean, on a game we're talking, even if she gets 3 assists, that being an extra, so and so fantasy is quite a bit of difference. Seeing all these turnovers though, that's kind of got me hesitant. I mean, she had 4 turnovers last time too.
Sounds like. Is PR a decent number, though? 17.5. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad at all. She had a lot of volume last game. I mean, 17 attempts. That's quite a bit. She just couldn't get a three-point shot going. That's where the upside's coming from.
She's going crazy, though, the last 2. 33 minutes as well. And the game before, she went 40 minutes. Her lines are just too low. Like, every time I've looked at her live stuff, even her second half stuff, is just, they don't move it up for some reason. I don't know, man. What was her, let's see, what was her closing lines? 16.5, 15.5, 15.5. So it has gone up at least 1 here, that PR. But what do you feel about this matchup? We know Phoenix sucks around the 3-point line, but they are a little scary down low, and she does like to drive in there. What do you think about the matchup?
Yeah, great potential scoring spot for her. I do think a lot of upside for that overall. The rebounding should see a fair amount, if anything more, just on court positional wise. Squaring up against Copper should lead to potentials. The assist, honestly, I might kind of fade away from the assist and or fantasy lines, because
that's what I was thinking.
She's dumping it off inside the paint a lot, and I don't know if that's where we really want to be, putting all of our money in. Yeah. Especially if we see Malaga struggle again, that could be a problem.
Yeah, the assists look super fluky, but the points and the rebounds look pretty consistent. And the minutes I love right now. She's on a heater. I feel like she gets the ball and just goes. She's Copper Jr., bro, with a little extra.
Yeah, she is, for sure.
She's dope.
Absolutely.
Her lines are not high enough, I think. I don't know. You know me, I don't like overs, but if you do like it enough to list it up, I'm down with it. I will say. At least that. I'll throw that out there. But
yeah, let's see if we can narrow it down between the two, because I mean, I think the same talking points of why either her and or Heidemann makes a lot of sense here.
Okay.
So we'll pick between the two of them, but at least on the surface, interest in both of them. Both offer a ton of potential 3-point upside here.
Let me throw this out there too, though. The Horston thing. How does Horston change things for both of them? I will say, obviously, she's going to take assists from Jade, but that's different. We're looking at Heidi and Flage with Horston and without, I guess.
Yeah. So Horston, I mean, mostly moving Jade out of the starting lineup will free up more playmaking to kind of spread out between the players. With Jade as the starting playmaker, it's been, kind of soaked up between them. Horston, really, the only thing she's doing is just getting RA. I mean, she's not good for anything else. There's no scoring upside whatsoever. So probably offers maybe another field goal attempt between the other 4 players. And then the rebounding puts a bit more of a question mark, and the assist, I think, somewhat of a question mark. But she should be on hella minutes limit if she's coming back, at least for this first game.
So no big deal. We don't care about her much. And for these two players.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I don't think so.
Okay, so we just gotta look through and find the best values for one of those two, if not both. Maybe even alt one. Just find a good play, but good value, good payback. But yeah, man, I'm a Seattle fan.
Yeah. And even I will just kind of point out before any of these move, they did have some potential, like the Copper and Heidemann one points. That one I didn't mind. I thought that they had a Flage and Copper as well, but looks like not. They don't have Flage on anything really. It's her and AT. I don't know how I feel about that one. Her and Bonner, that's not bad. Bonner's been playing reasonable, but yeah, Copper and Flage would have been nice.
All right. The key says Arike. Here you go. Move over to Arike. How you feel about that? Arike positive regression play like I did with Sabrina yesterday. Over 13.5 to 20 points, he says. Arike's so scary, but I feel you. Positive regression, possibly, but tough to put money on. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a great spot for all three of the guards here. The 3 points, maybe a little less so. Connecticut's actually been fairly reasonable about that. But I just don't know what's going on with her. I mean, she's not even, playing her normal minutes lately. Yeah. So the fact that Sims and or Alana might be back for this game doesn't exactly help that case out. She's due for some positive regression. I mean, we saw plenty of it this season. She's been our personal nightmare as far as betting goes. Anytime we need one thing, she does the other. So she's personally on our ban list. I mean, we just stopped playing her altogether because she's just been too difficult to figure out what the hell she wants to do every night. But I agree, there is positive regressions. Teams also coming off of extended rest as well should help everything out. We shall see.
I like the idea, though, for sure. Trying to find her at the low spot in a decent matchup because 13.5 for Arike. He might as well bring that up like Gray last year. Imagine Arike 13.5. Never. We would never have seen that.
Well, since we're talking about this team already, let's kind of switch over here and talk about Paige real fast. At least a play that was on the radar and or debatable for official play. Now, her original line is 26.5, which I think is fine. It's honestly about a point higher than it should be. She should be at 24.5. The 24.5 for what we're getting still I think is a solid payout. I believe it's a 2.6. Double check that for you. But for her, same situation, and we've seen plenty of guards in this. Yeah, 2.6. So Prizepicks right now, at least the best payout, and on parlay play as well. Same reasons we played Citron. I mean, same reasons we played Mitchell, Clark. Like, Connecticut is, for one, giving up a ton of free throws, any kind of volume shooters, which Paige, we know, Miles, we know. I mean, all these insert players here just feasting at the free throw line. So one thing Paige does really well is that, and she's also been playmaking a lot lately. Now, there is a caveat of having Odyssey Sims back off the injury report. Don't know how many minutes she's going to play, but nonetheless, she will be available for this next game. And that could eat into some of Paige's playmaking overall, but I do like what we've seen scoring-wise. I mean, she's taken a lot of field goal attempts. This is the Paige that we were expecting to see more so this season. Last 3 games, 17, 19, and 23 field goal attempts. Even for that matter, I mean, 16 and 13 the games before that. So she's putting a lot of shots up, and also being able to convert a fair amount of assists along the way has looked promising. Love the matchup for the assists, ton of upside. And for her, minutes also really, really elevated. The only concern I would have is possible blowout. I mean, it is Connecticut. They've been terrible. There's no arguments there. But it is at least in Connecticut, so hopefully it keeps things a little bit closer. But this PA was very interesting. I was looking at this a lot because, dog, these minutes lately are crazy.
Big Paige. Big Paige, huh? Big Paige.
She just plays the same minutes. I mean, every game. Even in some of the blowouts, she's still playing almost 30 minutes. There's only 2 games this season that were extreme blowouts, and I think she probably could have played more, but coach was like, nah, go sit it down. So we could easily pencil her down for about 30 minutes a night. Blowout be damned.
You think that they're gonna whoop Connecticut and they might give her a little rest, or is that not something in your mind about the minutes? Because you see the last 2 games, Minnesota, Vegas. We know she needed to be in there every minute. Then you see Chicago, 36 minutes, super close game, so they had to leave her in there. Seattle, super close game, so they had to. Oh, that was OT actually, Seattle game. So yeah, when you look at the other games, it's actually kind of weird. The blowout games are the games she doesn't have to be involved. It's almost like, remember we did the old school when we first started with college basketball. It was kind of like the Cooper Flag thing. It was like he doesn't really give a shit in the easy games, but in the games where he had to ball out and they needed him, he would go crazy. Her game log looks similar with that. Something to look at.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the minutes concern. That truthfully being the only concern that I would have by and large. But if we're talking, let's say argument's sake for reasons she could sit down early, fatigue at least shouldn't be one of those. They're coming off of really good extended rest. They didn't play. They played on the 28th. So, I mean, we almost have 4 days of full rest in between. Now, if this was a normal season or normal week cycle where they played, 2 days ago or something like that, then yes, I probably would not be looking at this even harder. But the fact that they're coming off of such good rest, I think coach could, again, easily leave her out there for 28, 30 minutes, no problem. Another slight positive is the best and only thing that Connecticut actually has going for them is their ability to score inside the paint, which has been the Achilles heel of Dallas all season. They cannot stop any active bigs inside the paint. True. So hopefully that can carry more weight. At least just, keep us mostly close for 3 quarters, and I think Paige has got us there.
Big Paige. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Consideration for the list, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, at least for the early looks before any kind of bumps and crazy stuff happens. Wanted to bring up these couple different plays that stood out.
Cool. Big Kev says Copper over 14.5 points. So that was the other thing. Like when we talked Paige and we talked Flage and Heidemann, the alts for these type of plays as well is something to look through too, and just figure out if the odds are worth the alts. If the odds are worth the alts. But what do you think about Copper's alt 14.5?
Yeah, I love it. I wish the payout was a little bit better again, but she's been good for it. Second half of the season so far looked really solid with players coming back and looking healthy. And whatever really just, team chemistry is taking a step forward here. It's still a good line. I mean, considering payouts again, varies from site to site. Hard Rock minus 275, and then we got Sleeper at minus 435. So it's quite a big difference. Just again, shop around. I would try to only play her in a 2-pick. So if that means maybe having to look somewhere else, again, combo props or something like that for Copper could be pretty enticing. What's actually her first half? Just out of curiosity. First half points, 9.5. There's a good shot this will be 10.5 tomorrow. She's been low-key kind of killing that.
Alrighty. The key says, FYI, Angel Reese is from Baltimore, so when she plays in DC, all her family comes out and she goes off. That's cool. That's something to look into as well. Look at her.
Yes.
Her games there. See how she's been. And then Starfall says the odds thing. That's what's up. Rob Rilo says, I'm ready to come back, he says. Let's do it.
Hey, nothing like a good comeback.
It's ready. All right, bro. Well, we're through the comments. Hour, 20 minutes. I think that's good enough.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see what time it was. Hey, it's what happens when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Time flies. I can't wait for tomorrow, though. 3 games. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. And have no fear. I'm sure we're going to have a handful more plays that'll go up on the list. We're mostly just trying to tread a little bit light here because anytime there's extended time off for players or teams, usually there's a bit of weird stuff that happens in between. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get another late day injury news or scratch for tomorrow. Hey, quit. But we're looking good. Honestly, I love these 3 plays right now. Make sure you get them in. That Alyssa Thomas value is going to dry up before tomorrow. Ryan Howard, wouldn't shock me to see her at 3.5 on most sites. And then that Shepherd, make sure you get that value in before she bumps even more. All right. With that being said, we are going to get on out of here. Do you got anything else for us today, man?
No. I was just going to, for Ryan Howard's sake, I was just going to try to see if the 4.5 was somewhere, what the best value was. So I didn't know if it was underdog or not. But that's something we can look at a little bit later. We have till tomorrow. So nothing much. You ready?
Perfect. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow for usual, and we'll catch y'all later, all right? Peace.
I hate you.
Just cash.
Fuck you, Prizepicks! I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks! I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks! I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks!
But I've had enough.
Fuck you!